Lately, I've been getting a lot of questions, and a lot of you guys are asking, what do our tax dollars go to? Why do lawmakers keep on wasting our money? Well, today I want to talk about how Nancy Pelosi actually gave a pay raise. It's now $45,000 to people within Congress. I want to talk about who's going to get that and why. Also going to address how President Biden plans on spending another $150 million to send over to Ukraine, even though there's still $10 billion sitting there, and President Biden's trying to get another $32, $33 billion for Ukraine as well. So a lot of issues there. A lot of people are not happy, but that's currently what's going on. I also want to talk about how truckers are simply quitting because of the price of diesel. You would be shocked with how expensive diesel is if you do not drive a diesel truck. So I want to address what's going on there. And also, since Mother's Day is on Sunday, I want to talk about the Mother's Day price increases that we are expected to see. So make sure you stick around for this entire video. All I ask, if you could do me a favor, spend 2 seconds, go ahead, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. But let's get right down to it. Here's what I can tell you. A couple major things happened today. First off, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, she decided, yes, House staff need to increase their minimum wage. Well, this is exactly what she did. So what happened today is the increase will now be set at $45,000 is the new minimum salary. Okay? The top wage is going to be $203,700. That's big. That is actually more than rank and file members actually get. Not only that, but Speaker Nancy Pelosi stated that the House will take up a vote next week as well to let staffers unionize. So these are two big things that happened today. Nancy Pelosi first is going to give congressional staff, aides, House aides. They're going to give them a raise of minimum $45,000. There's also reports that in the past people were only getting like $20,000, $25,000, even $27,000 a year, but yet lawmakers are over there telling us, businesses, that we have to pay $15 per hour, but yet they weren't even doing that themselves. So it's interesting the way it works. But the other big thing, again, Nancy Pelosi wants to have a vote to let staffers unionize. Now, this is going to be a big test. There could potentially be a lot of protests. Businesses could shut down, okay, because of this one vote. Here's why. For a long time, lawmakers have been pushing to see bigger businesses, large corporations, Amazon, let their employees unionize. Now, if this bill doesn't pass the House, experts are saying to be prepared for businesses to shut down, for protests to be going on all across the United States because of the push from lawmakers, and then the lawmakers don't even get it passed themselves. This could be detrimental. So just be aware of that. That could be coming next week. Now, I've also been getting a lot of questions regarding shortages. Food shortages, products, goods, whatever. I've been getting questions on price increases, and many people are asking, what should we be expecting moving forward? Well, I want to be very clear on something. And I've not talked about this too much lately, but gas prices are going up. They are going up. It's causing a lot of pain for people here in the United States. However, the real concern is not gas, but it's diesel. I want to show you this. This is the price of gas, gasoline. $4.27 as of today. But if we look down here, look at this, okay? The current price, $4.27. Yesterday, $4.24. Last week, $4.15. Here's the problem. Diesel right here. This is the big issue right here. Diesel is $5.51. Last week, it was $5.18. A month ago, it was $5.07. Okay? This is huge. This is actually a 6.5% increase in diesel in just the past week. Not even the past month, the past week. Now, here's why this is so concerning. Okay, this is something that we have to be aware of. But here in the United States, there's roughly 350,000 owner-operators in the US. They almost all pay for their own fuel, then deduct the cost as an expense. Then they have their income. Well, with the price of fuel rising so quickly, what's happening? Some truckers are simply parking their trucks or letting others take them over. They're not going to continue to transport goods. And as more and more truckers get out of the industry, it's only going to cause more issues in transporting goods across the United States. Now, that's just one issue, though. It's a major issue, but that's just one issue. The other issue that truckers are having is that many warehouses are severely understaffed. So what happens when a truck shows up there, and again, they show up and oftentimes they're just sitting waiting to get loaded. Well, for most truckers, they're not paid unless their truck is moving. They're not paid unless they are delivering loads, which if they're sitting there, they're not delivering a load. So they're not getting paid. Now, this is happening all the time. And if you're not getting paid, which is happening in many cases, this is where experts are concerned. More truckers are going to leave the industry unless we find a better solution. Okay, they're going to find something, better job, better paying job, be closer to their families. They won't be on the road. They won't have to deal with all these other issues. Again, it's a major concern. And I don't think a lot of people understand how much stuff is delivered by trucks. Yeah, I know people do, and you bring it up, but everything is delivered by trucks. If truckers were not there, honestly, we would be screwed. Absolutely screwed. Now, I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about prices on products for Mother's Day. Because again, Mother's Day is this coming Sunday. Now, most people will be turning to gifts, to cards, to flowers, and giving them to their loved ones. Well, keep in mind that these are all going to be more expensive than they were last year. It is expected that Mother's Day spending will reach roughly $32 billion this year alone. A lot of that is going to be coming from flowers. Flowers are actually up 14% since 2022. But here's what people do not realize. Florists are hiking prices for multiple reasons. One, and these aren't in any order, to cover the price of the workers who are arranging the flowers. Two, the flowers themselves. Three, vases. Four, cards. And number five, something that you're not really seeing is fertilizer or food. A lot of companies, a lot of these florists will send a little packet of food to go along with those flowers. Those cost more money. If you've ever been to Costco and you got flowers at Costco, chances are it came with a little food packet. Well, it costs more money. All these little things are costing more money, which means that the florist is pushing that over to you. So, if you are expecting or thinking that you're going to spend less this year than last year on Mother's Day gifts, well, think again. It's probably not going to happen. Now, here's the last thing I want to address, and I hate addressing some of these things because I know a lot of people get very upset, but here's what's going on. The United States is going to be spending more money. According to the White House, President Biden plans on sending another $150 million in weapons to Ukraine. Now, this is not money that has to be approved by Congress. This just isn't. This money will not be coming from the $10 billion that was already allocated to Ukraine. It won't be part of the $33 billion that has yet to be passed by Congress. No. This $150 million will be coming from the remaining $250 million in the Presidential Drawdown Authority. Okay? So keep in mind, this doesn't need any approval from Congress. President Biden can take this money and give it away. Okay? It's already been allocated for a certain purpose. This is the problem. Americans are oftentimes, we're not aware of where the money's coming from because we already spent it. That's the issue. These things are already in the fiscal budgets for every year. They're already in some of these bills. They're deep in the bills. Nobody ever reads them. Nobody ever sees them. but they're there. This is the problem. The American people never know that. We never know the money's already been spent until we start to spend it again. It comes around, it's like, oh, we already have that money. We passed that bill 5 years ago, so we're going to take that money and we're going to pay for this. That's what's so messed up. And the thing that makes it even worse is that lawmakers, when they want to pass a bill, they get the bill written, they give it to the rest of the lawmakers and be like, here, you have 45 minutes to read it, and we're going to vote on it. That's what's been happening over the past couple of years. There's been times where lawmakers didn't even get a chance to read the first couple pages because they were having to vote on it. That's how quick things work. So, just keep in mind, every time we pay money to the federal government, chances are a lot of that money is going to be wasted. You're never going to see it, and you will never even know about it. So, that's what I can tell you right now. As always, as I know more, I promise I'll come back on and share all latest news and updates. Again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.